If you're like me, you like it when you buy a gun and it's ready to go shooting right out of the box. Steve, the SAINT Victor line, tell me about it.
You know, it's the evolution of our AR-based rifle. You know, and that's kind of what you're seeing here.
Well, I mean, and we kind of been playing with this. It's got a trim handguard. It's got, you know, a brake that really controls recoil, and I like the trigger. I mean, this handguard is a little bit different from previous models.
It's a little longer, and you'll notice that we've taken the M-LOK attachment points and we've kind of sexied them up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we've angled them towards the front. That's the first thing you notice.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you notice the flat trigger.
Yeah, I noticed the flat trigger. Now, the trigger is a nice single-stage trigger, but what does the flat do for you?
You know, what it does is, when I first saw it, I thought it looks obviously different, but we built a stop into it. So when you're up on the gun this way, when you're pressing the trigger, it forces your finger down. So it actually, that pivot point now is you got a lot more, it just feels softer.
You have a
than
little
it
more
is.
leverage.
Yes, it feels lighter than it is, yeah.
Now, the handguard, you were talking about the smooth top on this. What does that do for the shooter?
You know, as you are shooting the rifle, and a lot of people now, we've moved up to where we're shooting kind of this over-the-top grip.
Right.
You're not fighting that Picatinny rail all the way down. So it feels a lot smoother and a lot smaller in your hand.
Now, this one is bigger.
It is bigger.
308.
It's a 308. So the first thing I noticed when I first saw it was, the only thing that I noticed was how big the magwell was. And I go, wait a minute, that's not a 223. What is that? But when I picked the rifle up, I thought, man, it doesn't feel like a 308.
Yeah, old school 308s can be kind of bulky and heavy. What's the weight on this one?
This one's 7 pounds, 11 ounces.
Okay, under 8.
Yeah.
And the fact that you still kept things trim like the handguard, it's not bulky, I think it almost feels lighter than that.
It does, you know, and like I said, when I first picked it up, Ryan, I thought, that can't be a 308, but it is.
308, 5.56, whatever you want to do, the SAINT Victor from Springfield Armory.
Amazes me every time I shoot one of these rifles with that muzzle brake on it, how controllable it is. It just doesn't even move.
It's amazing. Rob, that's a 5.56, but this is a 308.
What are you saying? You don't think I can handle the 308?
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, give me that. All right, switch over. Let's just see. You know, it pretty much feels the same.
It does. And when I first saw those, the only thing I noticed was how much bigger the magazine well was.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Well, it kicks more, but it's certainly not huge in recoil. The gun feels the same. I mean, the gripping surface, and you know, I'm one of these guys that likes to stick it over the top. On the thumb position, that feels good. The trigger pull feels good. The recoil is controllable. It's accurate. Man, I can't wait to put an optical sight on one of these things.
Yeah, and you know what? It's amazing how this shoots so light for what it is. That shoots like a 223.
Yeah, you got to remember this. That's right. This is a 308 shooting 150 grain ball. Smoking out there at 2750 or whatever. Yeah, this is another whole level. All right, let's put some fast range rounds down.
Let's do it. Ready?
Yeah. Man, I tell you, that gun is so controllable. As light as this thing is, as quick as it handles, as comfortable as it is. I gotta tell you, the new version of the SAINT Victor is a winner.